Some bipeds have a genuine concern and expanded consciousness up to the level of feeling the prejudice we cause to a being of the plant kingdom by consuming it. But for many others, sentience of plants is nothing but an excuse for carnism, to continue enslaving and consuming animals. The plant kingdom is truly fascinating. It encompasses a variety and adaptability vastly major than the animal kingdom on Earth. The plant and the animal kingdom are linked. They complement each other. Plants produce oxygen, provide food, shade, and shelters, and make up habitats with the right climatic conditions for animals. Animals exhale carbon dioxide, produce fertilizer, and spread seeds. Excluding certain plagues and other cases, it is a symbiotic relationship. The philosopher Terence McKenna mentioned the idea that animals may be a creation of plants in order to spread their seed. It is the symbolic animal, the obfuscated biped, the one that does not fit in the symbiotic relationship, the one that depredates both kingdoms, and by doing so, it depredates itself. But not because of a human nature, because of cultural indoctrination and selfishness. At least a very little moral burden exists because of the unnecessary slaughter and slavery of animals. But what about the plant kingdom? Many carnists hide behind an excuse for their bloody diet, stating that plants are alive and that it wouldn't be right to eat them. Therefore, they continue killing and eating animals, as if somehow two wrongs make a right, an all-or-nothing mentality, a conceptual fallacy starting from the obvious fact that we can at least save one of them, and our sensibility and reason must tell us which one. Plants are sentient beings. They are forms of consciousness. Every esoteric school I can mention teaches this. Some of them respond to stimuli and attacks. To preserve themselves, some of them emit enzymes that are unpleasant to animals. Sentience is defined as the capability of being affected, positively or negatively, not only to react, capacity that the mineral kingdom and robotic systems have. It is a capability of having subjective experiences. According to studies like those of Suzanne Simard, there are systems, networks that communicate specimens in the forest. This is how they exchange information, react before a coming stimuli, share nutrients, or compete depending on the species. There are some bipeds that say trees are beings that hold knowledge, that they are teachers of a level of consciousness higher than us or animals. My take on it is we should stick to the concrete, to that which is provable, and I find more reasonable and plausible some of the teachings of several esoteric schools and their scientific correspondence. Esoteric schools like Rosicrucianism that state a septenary dimensional system divide the kingdoms in mineral, plant, animal, and human, differentiating the planes or dimensions in which each one incurs and the developed bodies they have in order to do so. Generally speaking, plants have a physical body, stula, sharira, a vital body, linga, sharira. They inhabit the physical and etheric or vital plane, the third and fourth dimensions. They are forms of consciousness, but not as individuated as animals. Animals have a physical body, an etheric body, and an emotional or astral body, the Kama Rupa, just like we do. Animals incur in the fifth dimension or the astral plane. They are impelled by the forces of attraction and repulsion. They feel emotions, happiness, sadness, terror. They have as much desire to live as each one of us. The complexity and consciousness level they withhold goes hand in hand with a developed nervous system and nociceptors that allow them to feel pain. Pain makes all the difference. My take is that those of us incapable of perceiving this are under mind control, or we haven't suffered enough. The vast majority of bipeds are not ready to become breatharians, to live off the sun, of prana. And I am sure there are some of us that really want to mitigate our dreadful footprint. We are a frugivore species. I find this to be the most sound theory. Fruits, classified botanically, not gastronomically, are our ideal food. Fruit is the edible part of the plant that holds seed within. Taking fruits from a plant does not involve the death of the specimen, of most at least. Many fruits are even offered. Tearing them off is not even needed. Those who have reached a consciousness level enough and are willing to educate themselves can adopt a frugivore diet. Not consuming leaves, roots, or stems, according to some specialists, is totally possible and healthy. This is proven by many frugivore bipeds. In my opinion, we should aim to become more etheric, to mitigate our impact, but without any intention of excusing my nutritional flaws. I think we should move forward, step by step, without the need to consider the biology of our physical system. Just comparing the moral issue holds little sense. The enslavement, rape, torture, and murder of a being capable of feeling pain and emotions cannot be compared to the issues with consuming a vegetable incapable of feeling pain. The excuse is invalid. It is nothing but a defensive reaction of the ego, hiding in an irrational trench that lacks logic and ethics, trapped in an all-or-nothing mental state.